Optimum room temperature for sleeping. The optimum room temperature in living spaces is usually between 20 and 22 degrees Celsius. It should be a bit cooler for sleeping, around 17 to 20 degrees Celsius. What steps should you consider taking if previous measures you consistently implemented make you feel tired and exhausted, even after a good night's sleep? Perhaps the room's air is too dry, disturbing your sleep at night. In addition to temperature, air humidity is a decisive factor for restful sleep. A healthy humidity range is between a minimum of 40 and a maximum of 60% relative humidity. The airways do not dry out quickly within this range, so sleep quality improves over the long term. The balance between fresh air and heating should be correct to reach this crucial temperature and humidity range. A rule revolves around 3 points: often, short, intensive. As already described, what this means in practice is intermittently ventilating several times a day. The difference between the temperature inside and outside is more minor in summer than in winter, so air exchange takes longer. So bringing fresh air into the room, preferably using a brief draft, is essential. Especially on freezing days, people tend to ventilate less, too little. This results in increased humidity in the bedroom, which can also promote the formation of mold that is hazardous to health. In winter, it is advisable to ensure that air is rapidly exchanged several times a day, at least in the morning and the evening. In addition to hygiene, temperature and humidity, the bedroom furnishings should also be considered. If possible, the bed should be in a quiet place in the room with a north-facing headboard. A wall or room divider behind the headboard can be relevant. Electrical devices connected to the power supply should never be close to the headboard and should not be switched to the standby function. Disconnecting from the mains is recommended, as this frees the bedroom from electrosmog. Battery-powered radio alarm clocks should also be mentioned in this context. These only receive signals occasionally but do not transmit data reminiscent of work. Computers, ironing boards and cleaning utensils should not be in the bedroom. Colours influence your mood, well-being, and how relaxed you sleep. It is important to note that your favourite colour is not necessarily the best colour to paint your bedroom. Pastel colours help to create a relaxed atmosphere. Colour accents that promote a feeling of well-being can be used for home accessories such as bedding, carpets, or curtains. The following colour effects have been noted in the world of colour therapy: pink, balanced, positive, optimistic; blue, calm, content, harmonious; green, safe, calm, relaxed; yellow, orange, happy, warm; brown, natural, grounded, cosy; red, spirited, warm, active; white, neat, clean, light; purple, magical, feminine, creative. When combining colours, it is essential to pay attention to relevant harmonies. A light coat of paint generally makes rooms appear more spacious. Colour quality is also a pertinent issue. Formaldehyde and preservatives can cause allergies or skin irritation. Houseplants have been proven to improve the room climate and filter pollutants out of the air in the best-case scenario. For a long time, plants in bedrooms were considered unhealthy, since they produce oxygen by photosynthesis during the day, and most absorb oxygen and release CO2 at night. This view is no longer valid, as the nocturnal oxygen intake and the corresponding CO2 release are minimal. There are even some plant species that produce oxygen at night. These are primarily succulent plants, i.e., those that store water in their roots and leaves, making them particularly easy to care for. The following species can also be placed in the bedroom: the desert lily, aloe vera, viper's bowstring hemp, sansevieria, and needle palm, yucca. NASA scientifically examined and confirmed the filtering characteristics of various indoor plants in a wide-ranging study. Wikipedia has a list of all plants that shows which pollutants are filtered out of the air by each species. Examples include the spider plant, Chlorophytum comosum, peace lily, Spathiphyllum, weeping fig, Ficus benjamini, common ivy, Hedera helix, ivy arum, Epipremnum aureum, rubber tree, Ficus elastica, and Madagascar dragon tree, Dracaena reflexa and Dracaena marginata. Too much can be harmful and less can be more,